Hello there and welcome to the channel. I'm Dezerogue and today we're going to be talking about the classes in Tom Clancy's Ghost Recon Breakpoint. What I'm going to be trying to do today is just break these down so it's easier for new players to make a decision when they want to unlock and level up one of these classes, or maybe even let long-time players learn something new if they didn't know already. So let's jump straight into it. Now the first class that we have is one of the original four, which is the Assault, Sharpshooter, Panther and Field Medic. And going straight into this, we have the True Grit class technique. So by the way, I'll be talking about the class technique, the class items, the class proficiencies, which are basically the bonuses when you have the class equipped, but I won't be going through the rewards that you get through leveling up the classes and doing the challenges, just simply because I don't want to spoil any of the rewards that you get for these. People can go and check these out for themselves if they want to make sure that they are getting the right things for them. Anyway, so talking about the class technique True Grit, this basically perfects your aim and your recoil. So when you're going on with assault rifle, whatever you want to be using, MGL, LMG, shotgun, you're just basically going to be not getting any real recoil from that whatsoever. It's going to be perfect aim. Also, say you're fighting a behemoth and you're getting shot after shot after shot on that thing with an LMG or an assault rifle, you're just going to be extending the duration of your True Grit. And to be honest, I'd say I've roughly got it about 50% longer if I kept up the damage on a behemoth. The class item, which is a gas grenade, if you've ever played the world parameter Amber Sky, then this is Amber Sky in a can, and it strips enemy health quite quickly. So if you're trying to focus on some other enemies and you've got say 3 behind you, 3 in front of you, like for example there, you can focus on the other enemies while that's taking out the other ones for you. The class proficiencies is a extra health bar and injury resistance, so you're going to be up and able to take more damage for longer. Also, the bonuses with the assault rifles and shotguns really makes a difference when you've got the right weapons equipped. So moving on to the next class, which is a Sharpshooter, the class technique is the arm buster rounds. When you activate this, you load 3 rounds into the chamber, and these will do a hell of a lot more damage than usual rounds that you may have in your sniper or DMR. The rounds, I would suggest using these on drones more than enemies, just simply because the damage that they can output really can make a difference and turn the tides of battle for you if you can take out these drones quickly. And also the bullets will actually penetrate through more walls. So say you've got a bulletproof wall that you're having a bit of trouble with, stick on the armor buster rounds and hopefully you can get a headshot through a wall. The class proficiencies, you'll be able to hold your breath for longer, so you'll have a lot more time to aim, and also the bonuses with the sniper rifles and DMRs. I imagine the bonuses means handling and damage, so this would be much more useful to people who are going to be getting quick shots. Say they're using a semi-auto sniper rifle instead of bolt action, you're just going to want to be popping off those shots as quick as possible, so the bonuses are going to be quite useful to you. The class item, which is a sensor launcher, you can actually, quick side note, you can actually aim this at an enemy's head when you use it, shoot it, and it will kill them, and then a second and a half after reveal all the rest of the enemies in the area. So this range on the sensor launcher isn't as wide as, say, maybe the Echelon's class sonar vision, but you can pinpoint where you want to have the sensor launcher revealed for you instead of just being from your singular point. So moving on to the next class, which is the Panther. This is a stealth based class, and if I'm just going to talk quickly about the cloak and run ability, you are able to chuck a smoke bomb down in front of you, and no matter how close you get to an enemy's face, you can be pointing your pistol right in their face and they will not have an idea that you're there. You just be able to pop that shot off quite easily. Or if you need to get away, this will give you more than enough time to be able to get away, give yourself some revive, or maybe bandage those injuries if that's what you need to do, and get back into the fight, because this does vanish. So the class item, which is the cloaking spray. Now there is a second version of the cloaking spray that you can get. It's actually a reward for a side mission in Cape North. The mission is called Cover Up, and you get it from the scientists in the Skell Foundation campus. So let me just show you this quickly, because the original cloaking spray, as you can see here, that actually gives you 100% drone evasion for 60 seconds. However, the second cloaking spray only gives you 10%, so 10 times less of the drone evasion percentage, and also 50% less on the duration. Weird thing about this cloaking spray is that you can only equip this on your item wheel when you have the Panther class equipped, so just bear that in mind if you were going to use that. The class bonuses are in the shadows, so you do have permanent bonus stealth, which is great, faster movement speed. I pair this with burst forth and slim shadow, and you will just be moving about quicker than you ever have before. I'd say if you have that set up, then this is probably the fastest you're going to be able to move in the game. With the silent death, suppressors on handguns and submachine guns do not reduce damage, so you really don't need to worry about having to unequip your suppressors. If you're just going to go loud, you can just carry on with the fight and get stuck in, and even keep yourself stealthy and get away quicker, because they still won't have any idea where you are if they're not hearing the shots. So moving on to the next class, which is the fourth and final of the original, the field medic. The healing drone is a lifesaver because not only can you revive your downed allies, you can actually revive yourself with this. As you can see there in the class proficiencies, bottom right, you can actually self-revive with this, but only if you have a full technique gauge when you go down. The first 10 seconds after you have gone down is where you have the window to be able to use this. If you don't use it, then you will be killed in action. But the good thing about this is that, say you do go down and you're the only person on your team, or the rest of your team is in stealth, then you can actually go vanish because they think you're dead, and revive, go back, heal, and then get back in the fight and change the tide of the battle for yourself. The class item, which is a medkit, you can throw this down and both you and other players can pick this up to add a health bar to yours. Also, say a player is injured or critically injured, this will actually fully heal them, so that's another bonus towards that medkit. The class proficiencies, which is a faster revive, basically halves the time of any other revive from any other class, and also you can carry bodies 50% faster than any other class as well. Fantastic for when you really need someone to be there for you as a support, and you really would be wanting to run a field medic on your team most of the time if you are going for maybe a behemoth or a full assault. Moving on to the next is the engineer. And this is another one of my favorites, because if you ever played Division, then you will know what I'm talking about when this is basically your assault drone that you have there. This not only keeps you in stealth, you can distract enemies so you can go somewhere else and maybe flank them while your drone's doing its thing. And also, the drone does take quite a bit of damage. I've had the drone be attacking a behemoth, and it does last quite a while, let's say. But yeah, say you've got about 50 things shooting at that, then yeah, obviously it's going to get taken down quite easily. But yeah, it does a lot of damage, stays on for quite a good amount of time as well. The class item, the supply drone, you just throw this down, just like the medkit from the field medic, and you will pick up a magazine that you can then reload and have explosive ammo. The good thing about that is that you can reload, use that magazine, and then pick up another one straight away. So if someone else is low on ammo, you throw that down, get them to reload, throw down another one, and they'll have full ammo again, which is great. The class proficiencies are piercing bullets, so you do bonus damage to drones. So if you do know that you are going to take down a behemoth or going into a drone area, then you will want an engineer in your team to make sure that they are doing that bonus damage. With the grenade launch proficiencies, doing the battle bonuses with the grenade launches is absolutely fantastic, and pairing that with the explosives expert really makes the difference when you are wanting to get right up in the drone's face and do as much damage as possible. So on to the next class, which is Echelon. I'm pretty sure this one's actually based off Sam Fisher, just because the challenges that are involved on this pretty much are to do with the handgun. All of them most likely are to do with the handgun. So the class technique is the sonar vision. Now, if you've ever played Assassin's Creed, you'll know what I say when you basically give yourself eagle vision with this. The sonar grayed out sort of thing, it does kind of help with bad visibility sort of areas, but the only thing is it doesn't last very long. However, the AoE for the sonar pulse, it really does quite a long distance. I mean, you can even see in the demo video there that the enemy's way off in the distance, and this is great for just being able to mark every enemy in the area for your teammates. Echelon is well, Panther and Echelon, best for the stealth. The class item, which is a shock pistol, that has a great area of effect on that. Nice little splash area there. Does instantly kill human enemies. In relation to the drones, what happens with them is you shoot them, they did get disabled. Talking about the aiming drones, they get disabled for a certain amount of time until either you get detected or you take a shot on them, and they will come back to life. But until that point, they are disabled with shot pistol. So very, very useful item. The class bonuses, we have the Master of Shadows, though the highest stealth bonus in Shadows. So not unlike the Panther, this isn't going to be a permanent stealth bonus. It's only going to be, say, when you're in bushes, in shadows, and say at night as well. The handgun proficiency, higher damage bonus with the handgun, so a good perk to be running with this is probably Pistolerio for that damage and handling. And the reflex shot, this what this is, say the enemy starts to detect you, you'll get a prompt to press your aim button, and then your camera will whip round whatever direction you're facing, right to the enemy's head, and you just have to press your shoot button to get them in the head if that enemy is static. The only thing about this is that if you are the sort of person to not use aim assist, you will have to go and enable that for this bonus for this bonus to work for you. So yeah, whenever I am running Echelon, I'll go back, give that a quick activate, and then switch it back when I'm not using the class. And onto the final class, which is the Pathfinder. Now, the interesting thing about the Pathfinder is that it doesn't have its own class item per se. Whereas the class item it says is the uplink protocol, you actually find this through tactical loot crates, and this class actually gives you an extra night vision, which helps you detect those tactical loot crates, because they show up from miles away through walls and trees and hills and everything. Is great. But also the extra vision that you see there, that you saw there in the demo, it is a lot better than the usual night vision. Does make things a lot easier to see in those low visibility areas. The class technique is the Armorous Drone. This is brilliant. I mean, you've got a choice of 4 things to do there. You've got scan, lure, flash, and strike. These all have a short cooldown when you do use them, the longest being the strike, obviously, because of its offensive capabilities. The scan is just a quick intel grenade, but on a large scale. The lure does actually have quite a large area on that, so if you do need to lure a large group of enemies out into the open so you can make kills a lot easier, that's what you want to be doing with that. The flash is just basically a flashbang grenade that he chucks out on them there, so you know the area of effect on that. And also the strike, this does have quite a large splash damage area of explosive. I'm not sure, I will give this a try. So just take this as hearsay as for now, but I'm going to try using the Explosive Experts perk with this to see if it does make the explosive area better, or higher damage, that sort of thing. So I will give that a try at some point. So going back to the class item with the uplink protocol, this is something that you will need to go out and find from those tactical loot crates, and if you do want to use this is the only way that you will be able to fill up your technique gauge. So you equip it to your gear wheel, you use your item button, and that will fill up your technique gauge, and then you'll be able to use your Armorous Drone. Now you'll see here, which is the next point that I'm going to go on, that I have the sensor launcher as the class item. So going back to what I was saying before, this class doesn't actually necessarily have its own class items. So what you actually can do, which is a very, very unique thing, and something I personally like, and this is a reason why I do use Pathfinder quite a lot, is because you can select any other class and then go back to Pathfinder, and then you will see that you have the class item from the previous class that you had equipped. So now we have the gas grenade because we equipped the assault class. Going back to the Sharpshooter, you'll have the incel grenade, Pathfinder, cloaking spray, field medic, medkit, Engineer, you'll have the explosive ammo magazines, and the Echelon, you'll have the smart pistol. So any of these will be a great mix-up for the Pathfinder. However, I do like to use the Intel grenade launch because it is both offensive and has useful capabilities to protect the enemy's three walls. So going on to the bonuses with the Pathfinder, you have the rations will last longer. So say you use the basic ration for helping you get take less damage. That will instead last from 10 minutes. It will be a 20-minute duration, so that's very, very helpful. Tactical loot crates will actually have a beeping sound when you're close to them, so you know exactly where they are, and they are actually lit up a different color as well. But this only happens with this class. The scout vision, as I was saying before, activates a high-tech white hot vision, and that is, like I said, extremely useful. So anyway, that is going to be wrapping up my video. At some point I will make another video just running through what perks and abilities I think will be running better with each class, and also I'll be making another video in relation to what skills I think new players should be acquiring first and which other ones may be best for certain situations. Anyway, really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to watch this video. Thank you so much. And let me know if there's anything that you've learned, anything that you think I've missed out. Let me know in the comments below. I also will leave a link to my Discord, our Discord server in the description. It's called the Rogue Nexus. We're trying to make it as lively as possible. So anyway, thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and comment for more useful videos on a lot of PlayStation 4 games that are going to be upcoming in the future. Take care. Have a great day. Dezerogue out.